All right, back again with another top 10 list. This time, 88 films. Now, anyone who knows 88 films knows that this list is going to be pretty insane. Um, in terms of overall quality, by far the worst of these lists. There are some movies here that wouldn't make like top 20s in, let's say, Arrow or Criterion collection videos. Most of these would not be even in consideration. So 88 films, they've released so much trash. I had a really hard time coming up with this top 10 list. It was surprisingly hard because there's just so many bad movies that they've released. I counted that around 2/3 of the movies I watched by them are either bad or just mediocre, like not top 10 material. 2/3 of all the movies. Many of them are still pretty damn funny, I have to add. I'm glad to have copies of them on my shelf, but not really that many titles worth talking about, unfortunately. Lots of genre movies, horror movies, action movies, lots of Asian extreme films and stuff like this. But yeah, I think I have a pretty good selection here. I also broke one of my rules for these top 10s for this list because I just couldn't find the 10th movie that I wanted to include, because I could have put in like Mario Bava's Hatchet for the Honeymoon, but is that a top 10 movie? Nah. Or I could have picked another Hong Kong action movie, but do I really want 5 Hong Kong action movies on my list? No. So this time I watched an Italian action movie that I've been meaning to watch for a long time, and it was good enough, so I put it on the list. Usually I don't put stuff on lists or in lists that I've just recently watched because I want them to stand the test of time and whatever. I've talked about this in some other videos before, both for video games and movies. I just don't like this sort of I watched something and now it's my favorite thing kind of an attitude. It's strange. It just doesn't work. It doesn't stand the test of time doing something like that. So I have here 4 movies from Hong Kong, 1 from Japan, and 5 from Western countries. So let's start with number 10. Number 10, we have, well, this one I also watched quite recently, but it was like maybe 6 months ago. At number 10, I decided to go with Vigilante. Now, this is a Death Wish, Josh Bronson ripoff type of movie. Or not a ripoff, it's inspired by that sort of movie, like Death Wish. There are many movies in this genre, like the Vigilante movies. And this is just a good time. It has great actors in it. It has Fred Williamson, legendary blaxploitation actor. It has Robert Forster in it, legendary genre film actor from movies like Walking the Edge, and he did most people know him from Kill Bill, but just a good time, fun action movie. There's these regular guys start going after criminals because the cops aren't doing anything. It's a good time. Is it a great movie? No, but very entertaining. So there you go. That's number 10. Number 9. This is the movie that I broke my rules for. At number 9, I put Street Law by Enzo Castellari, featuring Franco Nero. It's a Italian action movie. I'll talk about this more in detail in a movies I watched recently in the near future. Because I just watched this like a week ago. Now that I'm recording this, it starts with a great montage of crime, and it's just it's in the same genre as Vigilante. This is again a Death Wish style of movie. You have Franco Nero here, who is wronged. He starts going after the criminals himself because the police aren't doing anything, and shit goes wrong. and it's a very entertaining and fun Italian action movie. There you go. Number 9, Street Law. Number 8. Now we start getting into the strange territory. At number 8, I decided to go with Body Melt, which is the 88 Volt release. This one with the slipcover. So this is a 1990s, I think. Yeah, 1993 Ozploitation movie. So it's from Australia, and it is absolutely insane. Like, this has a visual style to it that I haven't seen in anything else. It looks like the early internet. It's from the 1990s. It's from the early 1990s, but it looks like the early internet. It has this sort of weirdness to it. And then, of course, the title is called Body Melt. So, insane special effects with melting people. So there you go, Body Melt. Truly a unique experience. Haven't really seen anything like it. Next up, we have the first Hong Kong entry, and well, this is a guilty pleasure movie of mine. There are some other ones that I could have picked. Like I said at the top of the video, I decided not to include too many Hong Kong movies. Otherwise, none of the 3 that I've already included wouldn't be on the list, because I would have put in Fight Back to School, the original movie from that series, and maybe The Inspector Wears Skirts, maybe the second movie from that series, and stuff like that. There are so many good Hong Kong movies that 88 Films has released, but this is a guilty pleasure movie of mine. I've talked about it many times before in multiple videos, and it's Taxi Hunter, or Taxi Hunter, however you want to pronounce it, with Anthony Wong in it. And it has the great Nang Man Tat as well, just a ridiculous side character like he always plays. And this is just this is the type of Hong Kong cinema that I live for. Just balls to the walls action, really cheesy romantic comedy bits, and otherwise comedy bits, like the scene where the wife dies. As you can tell from the back cover, the movie pretty much begins with the pregnant wife of Anthony Wong dying, and she gets her jacket stuck in between the door of a taxi, and the taxi starts driving, and she gets dragged down the street ragdolled around. It's so dumb. It's so dumb, and it's so cheaply made that it's ridiculous, but I love it. And Anthony Wong is always fantastic. Plays this psychotic guy who goes around killing taxi drivers who are not behaving well. He goes into taxis and sees if the driver is positive or not, and if the driver is behaving badly, not doing good customer service work, Anthony Wong just wrecks them, and that's fine by me. Number, what is this? 10, 9, 7, 6. Number 6. I decided to go with a Japanese movie. Now, the Japanese films that 88 Films have released aren't that great in general, in my opinion. This is probably the best one that I've seen so far. They have some upcoming ones that I'm very interested in, like Helter Skelter, for example. But yeah, I decided to go with Evil Dead Trap, the first Evil Dead Trap movie. They've released 2 of these, and as you can tell from the cover, it's pretty extreme. It's a cool mismatch of different styles. So it's like an American slasher movie combined with an Italian giallo murder movie, and then you have 10 minutes of just insane J-horror special effect madness at the end. It's a good time. Most of the movie is this sort of a Western slasher style. People are in this abandoned kind of factory building area, and there's a killer that picks them off one by one, and it's a good time. So there you go, Evil Dead Trap. Next up, Number 5, we have the original Vigilante, Charles Bronson, and 10 to Midnight. I have no idea why so many people shit on this movie, because I think this is probably one of the best Bronson movies I've seen. I absolutely love this movie. It's a serial killer slasher with Charles Bronson as the police officer who hunts down the killer. And the killer is just ridiculous. It's this guy who just strips completely naked and then starts killing women with a knife. And some of the horror scenes are pretty damn intense and disturbing. Not only because of the naked aspect of it, but there's a lot of blood. And then of course, like Charles Bronson, he's the king. Like, he's the guy I want dealing with crime in my hometown. That would be a good deal, because he puts all of the criminals in their right place. So yeah, 10 to Midnight, a slasher classic. At number 4, we have the last Western movie. The top 3 is all Hong Kong, as it should be. At number 4, I had to go with Witchfinder General. Now, out of these Taigon movies, so this production company, Taigon, I don't know, that doesn't focus, whatever. Good, that's good enough. Taigon movies, like, this is by far the best. There are some other good ones, like The Sorcerers, for example. Could easily have been maybe at number 10 on this list. Why not? But I decided to go with only one of these. So a UK horror movie classic, Witchfinder General, has Vincent Price in it as Cromwell. I think it's Oliver Cromwell in this movie, right? And yeah, they're just going around from town to town looking for women to burn on a stake, like putting women on stakes and burning them. And it's a folk horror classic. It has and on top of being a very entertaining horror film dealing with a very dark subject matter, very well directed. This is by Reeves, right? Yeah, Michael Reeves. Yeah, he also did The Sorcerers, so that's 2 of the best Tiger movies are from Michael Reeves. He died very young. This is one of the last movies that he did. He only did, I think, 3 of them. 2 of them are good. Revenge of the Blood Beast. That one is shit. Like, that's a really bad movie. But anyway, Witchfinder General. Great movie. Very well directed. Has some incredible. It's like an art house film at times with some of the editing work and the visuals. And yeah, it's good. It's definitely worthy of its reputation. It's a very, very fondly remembered UK horror movie. Right. So then we get to the top 3, and this is the good stuff. These movies could be on any list. Any top 10 for any company, in my opinion. Starting off with Tiger Cage, the first movie in this series. I still haven't watched the 3rd one. I should, because it's probably not any good, but I should watch it. Tiger Cage has Donnie Yen in it, so there's already a W. It has Simon Yam in it, which is another W. Has Nang Man Tat in it, so all the good ones. It doesn't have the biggest of the big names, but you don't need them. Like, this movie stands on its own legs, even without a Andy Lau or a Chow Yun-fat. Now, this one is just a fantastic action movie. It has some of the most iconic stunt work. If you watch on YouTube a highlight reel of Hong Kong action movie stunts, there's bound to be at least 2 from this movie. The one really famous is the one where the guy falls off a bridge and then bounces on this sort of a cloth thing and then flies into the ocean. That one is from this movie, I think. If I'm mistaken, it's from the 2nd movie in the series, but I'm pretty sure it's this one, the first one. It's a while since I last watched it, but yeah, if you want an energetic Hong Kong action movie with just fast-paced, fight scenes and gunfights all over the place. Great nighttime cinematography. Tiger Cage is definitely a good place to start. It's very good. And at number 2, we have another Hong Kong action movie. This is in my top 100 favorite movies of all time, and that is the original Long Arm of the Law, which is again another frenetic action movie, just insane action movie. Many parts of this film were filmed guerrilla style without any like licenses, filming licenses or whatever. Like they just went into the middle of a traffic jam and started recording a bank robbery, escape from the cops scene, like in the middle of the city without telling anyone. That's just insane. They threw explosives around in that scene. It's insane. And then you have the ending sequence where they go into the, I guess they go into the Kowloon walled city, and it's filmed in these like incredibly tight claustrophobic corridors, and just the tension of the last action scenes in the Kowloon walled city, where these cops are just going around and just emptying clip after clip into these like shacks that the criminals are hiding in. It's so incredible. It's unforgettable. That's how good it is. Long Arm of the Law. And then at number 1, there is no other choice. I would give this movie like easily a 10 out of 10. I decided to go with Rouge by Stanley Kwan. So another Hong Kong movie, this time very different. This is pretty much In the Mood for Love, but with ghosts in it and a period drama. So it takes place in 2 time periods, in the modern day and in the past. How far in the past, I can't remember. 1930s, all right? So 100 years, pretty much. And you have Leslie Cheung in it. So good. Unfortunately died very young in the real world. This is a very sad movie to watch, if you know what happened to Leslie Cheung, for example, committing suicide and everything. And in this movie, he plays this sort of a guy who is in love with this woman, and they have this suicide pact. And the woman is a ghost in modern times. And the storyline is really sad. It's really, really dramatic and well told. Like it's a well told story. Usually Hong Kong movies don't have great writing in them, unless it's Wong Kar-wai or someone like really special. But usually Hong Kong movies, like these drama films, they just aren't that interesting, unfortunately. But this one is just phenomenal. And such great atmosphere. Like I said, it feels a lot like In the Mood for Love, with these doomed lovers in the scenes that take place in the past, and then the modern day scenes with the ghost lady. Oh, it's so good. So yeah, there you go. Stanley Kwan, Rouge, number 1. So there you go. That's my top 10. That was a fast one, under 20 minutes. So at number 10, I have Vigilante. And number 9, Street Law. Number 8, Body Melt. And these are kind of questionable. Are these top 10 movies? Whatever, I enjoy them. But then we get to the good stuff. At number 7, Taxi Hunter. Number 6, Evil Dead Trap. Number 5, 10 to Midnight. At number 4, Witchfinder General. At number 3, Tiger Cage. Number 2, Long Arm of the Law. And at number 1, Rouge. So there you go. I forgot to say Long Arm of the Law, directed by the Mack brothers, I think. Right? What are they called? Yeah, Johnny Mack, and then there's also the other Mack, right? There are 2 of them. Doesn't say the name of the other one here. on the back cover, but great directors. They've done a lot of good work, other than the Long Arm of the Law stuff as well. And for the thumbnail, I used Jackie Chan and Armor of God, which probably should have been on the list. However, I don't want the full. I don't want the full top 10 list of just Hong Kong movies. So, also, I don't own almost any of the Jackie Chan movies released by 88 Films. So, I think this is the only one currently that I have in a collection. Maybe I'll have to pick some of them up. And yeah, this is a top 10 list that I'll probably redo at some point, because I'm not entirely happy with all of the picks, but whatever, it's good enough for the time being. So something to work on in the future. Maybe in a year or two I'll do an updated top 10 for the 88 Films collection. So yeah, there you go. I'll be back again next week for something else. Bye.